Good evening, people. Welcome to a follow-on video, because a few months ago I did video on my favourite Buster Keaton short films, and I said I'd do his feature films. Well, I've just watched his silent feature films, all 13 to my way of thinking, from all the way from The Saphead to Spite Marriage. I don't think he did any other silent feature films. If he did, I've missed them, so whatever. But we'll just jump straight into it. Don't have to talk here too long, but my least favourite, I don't hate any of them. I don't hate them, but my least favourite will be The Saphead. Just the least said about that, the better. From 1920, his first one. I watched this a week ago, and it's the one out of them all that just doesn't stick with me. I could look online and see what it's about, but I don't want to, because I didn't care for it one bit. Don't hate it though, I just don't care for it. So The Saphead. Number 12 would be Seven Chances from 1925. Buster will inherit $7 million, but he's got to get married by 7 p.m. on his 27th birthday, which just happens to be the exact same day. I think he has 7 women that he can go and ask, so off he goes. It's fine. It's nothing great, it's nothing terrible, it's fine. Then number 11, it's called 3 Ages. This has Buster Keaton in 3 different time periods. One's prehistoric, one's modern, and the other one, is it Roman times? But yeah, there's bits in each of those that I don't mind, but it's nothing, again, it's nothing amazing, it's nothing even good, it's passable. Then number 10, which is one of his big films, famous films, Our Hospitality from 1923. This is a comedy version of the Canfield and McKay feud. No, this is the Canfield and McKay feud based on a real kind of feud. It just didn't do a great deal for me, and I was sure I'd seen this before, but maybe I watched some of it and then switched it off. But I wasn't keen on this again. Again, not shit. Someone said it, like, in a year, do you want to watch Our Hospitality? Yeah, sure, I'll watch it. But it's 1923. Number 9 for 1927, called College. Buster is a great student, most academic scholar. Books are more important than sports. His girlfriend kind of dumps him, so he follows her and goes to college, where he tries all these sports. And it's funny to watch. It's middle-ish, as it would be number 9, but it's middle-ish. There's some things that I chuckled at. There really is. So not too bad. Then number 8 from 1924, The Navigator. This is a lot of fun on a ship. 2 people on a ship, then more things happen and more things happen, and it's quite fun. Quite fun. Number 8 on my list, number 7 on my list would be a film called Spite Marriage, his last silent film. He wanted it to be a talkie. MGM, which he just recently signed with, wanted it to be a silent film, so we have sound effects in it, and the sound effects are fine, like clapping sound effects, someone laughing, but some of the other sound effects, I'm just thinking, you wouldn't have that noise in that particular moment. That noise doesn't come out of a person. And it was too much of it as well. Too much of it. But he's an ordinary guy, dresses up as a toff, goes and watches this girl, this stage actress, he's in love with, ends up in her world, they get married, and there's one very funny scene, very simple scene. I think it's from this film. I just watched it earlier on. I think it is, where his wife, or she's passed out or something, but he's got to get her to sit on a chair, and that is hilarious. Just trying to get someone who's passed out, who's dead weight, onto a chair, and trying to get her onto a bed. And he takes part in one of the plays, and it's disastrous. But the stuff with the chair made me laugh. Simple things for simple minds. But quite like that one. Number 6, Battling Butler. He has to pretend to be a boxer. There's this boxer with the same name. People think it's him. His people say it is him, and he's got to go and pretend to be this boxer. And he might have to go and fight some murdering boxer with a murderous name. But I like the story, and then leading up to the boxing. Does he box? Does he not box? But quite fun. Quite fun. That's number 6, 1926, Battling Butler. Number 5 on my list from 1925, Go West. Go West. He is a guy called Friendless. Travels the world making no friends. Some people travel the country and make friends. Buster Keaton is not one of them in his film. Gets involved with a cow. Cow saves him from being headbutted by a bull, I'm guessing. It's almost like he falls in love with this cow. He's going to go to slaughter. He saves the cattle, saves this cow, other cattle. He ends up taking these cows through Los Angeles. Very fun. I enjoyed that one. That was a lot of entertainment value. Number 4, his first MGM film, called The Cameraman, from 1928. He's, what's the word? He's cute. He fancies this bird. I'll put it that way. There's a word. I can't think of what the word is, but it doesn't matter. And he attempts to become a moving picture cameraman to get close to this girl, and he sells his little tin pot camera that just does photos, and buys a moving camera, carries it around everywhere he goes, and it's funny. There's a lot of funny stuff in this film, and I've never seen it before, but I'm glad that I did. I thought that was probably his last great film, maybe. I'm not an expert. Number 3, one I own, and it is Sherlock Jr. Number 3. I thought it would be number 2 when I started this. I started this watching these like months ago. Just finished it. But Sherlock Jr., he's a projectionist, also dreams of becoming a detective. At one point, he tries to solve a crime, and in his little books, one of the steps is shadow your man. Stay low, stay behind things. He gets right up behind him and follows him like that. And then he goes to sleep and daydreams that goes into a film, and that's an easy way to get into Buster Keaton, 45 minutes long, whatever. Excellent. Then, to my surprise, number 2 from 1924. This is from 1928. Steamboat Bill Jr. He goes home to see his father, who's expecting someone bigger than him. He's a little runt. He tries to dress him like him, make a man out of him. He falls for this girl that he knows from college, who's the daughter of the rival of a steamboat company. But it all leads up to the last 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and the famous scene where the side of the house falls on him and he's standing in the window. But that stuff with the wind and the houses are being blown away, they crumble, boats are being blown away. It's fantastic to watch. I really enjoyed that one, Steamboat Bill Jr. But my favourite one has to be The General, because it's the most exciting one. Simple film. He gets his train stolen. There's other things that lead up to that, but he gets his train stolen and he goes after it. And there's that great big scene towards the end with the train and the bridge. Did that for real. I think it became a tourist attraction. But a great film. The General. Orson Welles loves it. And they are my favourite. They are the Buster Keaton silent feature films, providing I haven't missed any, ranked in order of my favourites. So thank you for watching. Just under 10 minutes. Comments are welcome.